Good morning. It is, what's today, Mama? Today's Tuesday. We painted her nails yesterday. I painted her nails yesterday. She picked out blue. And she's resting comfortably today. She's smiling. You give the camera a smile, Mama? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Morphine does the trick. She's still doing that a little bit, but not as much. She's more peaceful. I asked for, I won't use the term because most of you won't know it, but it's a high-backed wheelchair. It's specially made that sits on his way. Wow, did you see that crash on the TV, Mom? We might try to get her up into it just to get her out of this room. They have a bird cage on one of the floors with some parakeets. They have an aquarium on this floor. Just change of scenery for her, possibly. Only if she's calm and she's okay with it. I won't make her do anything. So, this is day 11, I believe. Yes, day 11 since she was brought into the emergency room. And like I said, we are going ahead. I had to get my mind wrapped around her being able to have morphine because it's just making her, just to make her comfortable. So she's PRN every 2 hours. She had it at 10:15. It's 11:45 now. I won't. She's very calm. She never slept, and I think I said this yesterday, at all, the whole time I was here yesterday, so clearly the morphine is helping. Thank you, all of you, for your prayers. They're working. Prayers are working because I'm able to get here every day, spend the whole day, and do what I need to do. Without your prayers, and without the Lord, I don't think this would be possible. So I'm very appreciative. I will check in later at the end of the day and let you know. Thank you for following and, as I said, praying and lifting us all up in prayer. Talk to you later. God bless. I'm going to videotape this for Sharon. So, we were just talking about heaven. And you're saying that
if there's no hope, that sucks.
And some people die feeling that way, Mom. Some people die fighting it. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. And that makes it harder. And those usually are the people who don't believe in heaven. But you've always believed in heaven. For as long as I can remember, I think since you were a little girl, you've always gone to church.
What good did it do me?
You're 86 years old. You lived a full life. What are you talking about? There's people who die in their 20s. That is a short life. You have lived a full life. Nobody gets out of this alive, Mom. No one. We all die. Some of us die tragically in an instant, and some of us suffer. But we all die. And you are 86.
Rub it in.
Well, how old was your mom when she passed?
70 something.
Oh, she didn't even make it as long as you. And how old was your dad when he died of his heart attack? 40s, right? That's not a full life.
No.
So will you say, what good did it give me? What good is your reward is in heaven. You haven't gotten your reward yet. It's when you pass out of this life. And the Bible tells us, I just wanted you to have a little piece of that. Hi, I'm home now. So that conversation, the last little piece that you just watched, that went on, that was just a minuscule part of the conversation. She's more lucid than I've ever seen her. And we talked and talked and talked. And I was trying to explain to her that, well, not explain to her, but sympathize with the fact that I understand she's scared. And I said, your whole life, you were like, I'm ready to go. But when it comes down, when the rubber meets the road, and I said, and now you're up to bat, Mom. You're up to bat. Now you're scared. And she said, yes. And she goes, but I'm not ready to die. And I said, Mom, you have two choices. You can either lay in this bed for a longer amount of time, doing exactly what you're doing right now, or you can let the Lord just take you gently. He's going to take you one way or another. But I said, most people are not ready to die when they go. She's not able to pray. And when I asked her to pray, I said, I'll listen, you pray. You need to start praying. You need to start praying and asking God for his peace. And she didn't do it and wouldn't do it. And I prayed. And then I said, Mom, why aren't you praying? And she said, well, my voice. And I said, well, you don't have to pray out loud. And she nodded, but she just, it's almost like all the stuff that she's believed all her life has just left her. So I read the Bible a little bit, and we talked a lot. I said, I could lie to you, Mom, but I'm not going to lie to you. So, and you know, she has to be reminded every day, so I'm dying. Then she said, so I just throw up my hands and say, and just die. And I said, no, you throw up your hands and say, Lord, I lift up my hands to you, and I'm ready. Take me. We talked and talked and talked, and then once that morphine completely wore off, it all started again. The agitation, the clearing her throat constantly doesn't stop. I'm uncomfortable. Help me, help me, help me. And I said, Mom, honey, I can't help you with this. I said, there's nothing I can do to make it stop. They don't know what's causing it. We had somebody come in and do like not a full swallow eval, but did a couple things with her, and we just don't know. I don't know if they're going to do any more. They might have an ENT eval, just because I said, I just want her comfortable. I don't want you know, what is causing this? We can't fix it. So I looked down at her foot, and, you know, I'm sorry. I don't want to speak mean of the people who are working on this wing, but she had an aide who floated from another section of the building, and she was fabulous. And she and I got to talking because she goes, I The only reason I won't work on this palliative care unit is because of the staff. I said, so it's not me. And she goes, oh no, it's not you. These people need to be reevaluated. And I said, because you've come in and checked on me hourly, because she's supposed to be an hourly check. So I started to say I needed her sheets changed to the sheets I brought from home. They're not doing dressing changes on her foot. I did the dressing change in her. I'm a nurse, so I'm used to it, but my husband couldn't even. My husband wouldn't look. He held her leg up and turned away. Not only is it just eating up into her foot and growing up her foot, but it's because it's so infected, the smell. So I did wound care on her, which I shouldn't have to, but I did because I'm tired of going out there and chasing nurses down. It's like, this is ridiculous. So I'm going to have to meet with the social worker again and say, I don't want to have to look for a nurse for anything. They better get their rear ends in there. It's not, I don't know how many patients they have in the rest of the building, but in this wing, there's maybe 10 rooms. So 10 patients. As a nurse, I used to have 9 patients by myself. By myself. So, I don't know. But, where was I going with all this? I don't know where I'm going with all this. I'm weary. Now. I felt it today. My head ached the whole day. I thought that my throat was starting to get sore. I was like, I can't get sick. There's no one left. I cannot get sick. Sid was up there for most of the day with me, and then I told him he could go ahead and go back to work. He had brought lunch with him. So I'm going to document her death. I mean, as much as I can. I wish I had a stand that I could just put, I've got to figure out, just put the phone, lean it against something, so, because when I'm putting it right in her face, she's too aware of it. Because I want to get these conversations. But I said, I wish I could help you. And I said, Mom, if there was anything myself or my siblings could do, we would do it. But there's nothing left. There's nothing anyone can do. She doesn't want to die. She's not ready. And I said, you brought me into this world, Mom, and I'm doing my best to hold your hand and bring you out and help you leave. And I'm here. I am here. And I was waiting, so I had them give her, the morphine was due again. Because without the morphine, she doesn't sleep. She is like, so, and leaning forward and just not comfortable. But so I'm sitting by her bed. She closes her eyes. I watch her breathing. Okay, I think she's asleep. I stand up. I literally barely made the smallest sound trying to get my coat on. Eyes wide open. Why aren't you sitting down? And I said, Mom, I told you because I had to go over to her apartment and drop off the keys because we moved her out of the apartment, and I want to get home a little earlier tonight. It's 6 o'clock. I want to get in the bath and soak in the bath. I need to relax a little bit. So, yeah, I left a little earlier than I usually do. Not a whole lot, but... So I sat back down, and I waited. So when she started to fall asleep again, and as soon as I got up to pick up my purse and the bag and crap, wide open again, wide open, and I go, honey, listen, I have to go. And she got teary-eyed, and she goes, I don't want you to leave me. I told her, I'm just going for the night. You're going to be sleeping anyway, because she has no concept of time. I said, I'm just going for the night while you're sleeping. I'll be back in the morning. Okay? So it won't be like as if I even left. She's so scared. I wish I could bring her home. I just can't. I'm too sick. I'm pushing and pushing and pushing. I'm amazed by what God has done for me. Thank you, Jesus, that He has enabled me this far. So that was today, day 11. I want her to just go in her sleep, but I don't want her to have fear. I want her to be looking for the Lord. I said, Mom, in an instant, you're going to be with the Lord. I want her to believe it. I want to believe it. I don't want to be like that on my deathbed. I watched my mother-in-law die and she couldn't wait. She didn't have any fear at all. But when I dropped the keys off at her place, her favorite aide, had come and hugged me, and I loved your mom, and I told her what was happening. She goes, my mom was the same way. My mom, a couple years before she fallen really ill, was like, take me, Lord, take me now, take me now. But then when she got on her deathbed, she was just like your mom. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to die. None of us know. None of us know how it's going to be. I'll try to update you again tomorrow. It's another day. I don't know how long this is going to go on. I don't want it to go on any longer. I want it to just stop. I want her out of her misery, but I don't want her scared. I wish the Lord would just come down and sit by my side and talk to me. God bless.